welcome back. Okay, so different day, different setup. What happened with this one was filmed it and no audio. Womp womp. That's on me. So you're getting me solo. I'm running the iPad, which means that I am not going to be on the camera because I also have to speak and I can barely do that. So we are going to jump right into the aftermath of what happens with this big bed fiasco. We have 3 new bombshells, so obviously we've got to do some meet those with the group. So we break off girls and boys, and before the bombshells come in, Melanie starts laying the groundwork for her defense. Okay, she lets us know that she was only bouncing up and down for joy, not because Caleb was there for her and she was interested. It was for Kenzie. Guys, it was for Kenzie. It wasn't even... So don't get it twisted. Oof. Melanie. No. And so then we get the girls chat with Caleb, and we learn that he is 21. And they all say, this is a real man. Real man? He's 21. His frontal lobe is undercooked? I don't think so, but okay. And honestly, Kenzie, please control your thirst. She is lusting after this man, and we've seen her lust before, and this somehow just, I didn't even think it could get higher than a 10. It's now a 10. It's crazy. And a good thing too, because Caleb lets us know that his number one turn on is eye contact. Ooh, Kenzie's gonna give it to you from dusk till dawn. Kenzie's gonna give it to you. So then we break over to the boys and their chat with bombshells, Soul and Jen, and we learn that Jen and Bryce actually just know each other from modeling. No tea there, so womp womp. We learn that Zach is actually closed off. This might be news to Kata, but he's apparently closed off. And then when the girls are going over what they're looking for, Jen lets us know that she just wants a boy, a man, who's gonna not hate on her for playing Taylor Swift in the car. And I think it was at this moment that Zach knew he made a mistake, because he 100% has an in here. He loves girl pop. He loves One Direction. Oh, don't worry. He'll walk it back. Psh, not even 24 hours. He's going to walk that back. We learn that Soul just wants a chalant king. She doesn't want anyone that's nonchalant. So Caleb, get out. It's not for you. Okay. So then Caleb pulls the bombshells and they kind of have like a bombshell huddle. Nothing to report. Soul is interested in Corbin, Casey, and Sincere, and we will see that start to play out. The boys then chat, and we learn that Zach is so sad. He's really sad. He's just a sad boy, and he's going to be pouty for a long time. And then we learn that Sincere, arguably rightfully so, feels disrespected. And all of the boys affirm this. They're like, yeah, that was crazy. And they start to kind of highlight the double standard that exists between when the girls react to a bombshell versus the boys. And so we're laying groundwork here. And Gabe does let us all know that we're here to take risks, gentlemen. I keep calling him Gabe, but Gabriel is like, we're here to take risks, and he takes his own advice. That's for damn sure. And then the girls chat. We learn that Anaya is upset with KC. She is dissatisfied and not happy. She feels like it was not the time to be making jokes. And on top of that, that was a lot of red paint on Casey, and she is unhappy. And that is really it. I would say the only other funny part from this is that B has this great line where she's like, well, I'm cooked because Gabriel, that's his type right there. Blonde, big boobs, and I only have one leg. And all the girls are like, no, don't say that. I hate that. Let her be funny. That was fucking funny. Let her be funny. So then we get a couple of couple break-offs just to discuss the happenings. And so, of course, we start with Melanie and Sincere. And Sincere says, you played in my face, and it was disrespectful, and you were ping-ponging, and I didn't like how that made me feel. You made me look stupid. And Melanie is like, oh, no, it wasn't on purpose. What? Honey, the road to hell was paved with good intentions, and right now you are a Mason. What are you doing? It doesn't matter what your intent was, which I would argue that was your intent, and now you just don't want to deal with the consequences. When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences? That's how I feel about Melanie. And then we get this chat between Anaya and Casey, and Anaya is crying, okay? She is upset. She's like, don't joke. And he's like, I'm a goofy guy. And listen, when you are with a goofy guy, you gotta expect appreciate the goofs and gaffs because they will come in every scenario and every situation. And Anaya's basically like, I wouldn't do that to you. And you know what? She was really respectful. She did not really give Corbin the time of day. She did not kiss anyone. She was just touch, touch, touch. Remember, with the big bed. So, like, she does have a point there. But it's listen, are you actually just upset that you think that you're at risk? Because if it's not Casey, if Casey doesn't choose you, who is? So is that what we're really upset about? I'm wondering. And then we have Zach and Kata, and Zach continues to be a sad boy. We're seeing the duality of bottoms, right? This is the other half of it when they're not simping. And so he lets Kata know that he told the Bombshells he was closed off. And I think he's expecting her to want to lock this down, like right then and there. And that is just not what she does. She says, oh, that's very nice. I feel really bad. And he's kind of like, yeah, you should. And then he just continues to pout in bed. And then there's really nothing. There's really, really nothing here. Trinity and B are very nice, give the Bombshells a tour before bed, and we do learn that B does not have any female friends, so maybe let's just put a pin in that, keep an eye on it. She says she's learning. This experience is teaching her. Everyone goes to bed, and then we start our day. Okay, breakfast routine. Caleb just makes breakfast for the Bombshells. Everyone else, standard procedure as normal. Really, the crux of the day is discussing the sanctity of soul ties. Okay, and this happens when Gabriel pulls Soul and takes her to soul ties. And Anaya and Trinity see this and are like, oh, you only do that when you really fuck with someone. And like, they're really putting a lot of weight on the soul ties environment. Is it right or wrong? Who's to say? But Gabriel does kiss Soul. They do kiss. And what I love about this is that Soul lets us know that when she kisses, she can taste people's pheromones. And then sometimes her body is like, girl, not for you. And that's what happened with Gabriel. So I think that one is dead on arrival. And then we get who else but Sincere and Anaya, because those two are always talking. Town gossips. And hey, more power to them. But Sincere does let Anaya know that Casey did say that Soul looks like his ex. And she was not happy about that. And they talk about the Melanie thing, and Anaya keeps being like, oh, no, I really like it. It's like really good. And okay, so Tammy talks, which you should be watching her. She's actually good at this. But she kind of pointed out that she thinks Anaya is into Sincere and is kind of playing the long game, but that I don't think Sincere is into it. Now, I don't think they'll end up together, but I actually do think she's onto something there. She ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. So then Kata and Zach kind of have a secondary chat, a follow-up. Zach lets her know that he was maybe a little overeager. He maybe rushed into being the closed off. Maybe he didn't really mean it. He just was feeling in the mind. He walks it back. And again, I think he's trying to get her to lock it down with him. And she's like, yep, well, I will be pulling Caleb. And he's crushed by this. So then what does he do? He goes and pulls Jen, and we get to see the one game direction. He's spitting it. He is spitting. He's like, yeah, love Taylor Swift. And you said Taylor Swift is so Taylor Swift and love One Direction. We learned that Zayn is his idol, and it's why he got his ears pierced. And I can see how this works for him, because I feel like this is like virtue signaling, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like there was that moment where men were deconstructing and so wore pearls, but then it was like the worst men you knew were wearing pearls, so it like switches very quickly. And I don't wonder if this could not be a little bit of that, but maybe that's just me. And so Kata sees Zach pull Jen and is not pleased, and so she pulls Caleb, and this is a meh conversation. It was boring. I honestly don't even remember it. So then Soul pulls Sincere, and they have a really nice chat. They're vibing, it's flowing, it's going well. Honestly, the only awkward moment was when they transitioned into the kiss, because it was like, oh, that kiss though. I mean, I would do it again if, do you want to? No, I mean, like right now. It was awkward. It was a little bit awkward. It was kind of giving, what if we put our Minecraft beds together? So, but it's cute. I get it. And honestly, leave Melanie, please. Okay, and so then Melanie is going around the villa campaigning that she didn't even no, she wasn't. She was excited for Kenzie, and yeah, she maybe overdid it a little bit and she fucked up. But, honestly, it's like not even like that. And she didn't even know that it was Caleb. Or not Caleb. What's his face? Corbin. She didn't even know that it was Corbin. Okay. She couldn't tell between Corbin, the 6'4", 200 and whatever man, and Sincere, the guy with a man bun who's skinny and 5'10". And I hate that Bryce makes a really good point here, because Bryce is the one that really articulates this well. And it's like, oh, that was my cat. He's not wrong, and it makes me angry that I agree with him, but he's not wrong. Okay, and then we get finally Kenzie and Corbin talking it out, because Corbin's like, yeah, I think I might be fucked. And so he lets Kenzie know, hey, it's all good. We're good from my perspective. We're all good. You don't have anything to worry about. And she's like, I do think he's cute. And the way they edit it makes it seem like she's very unsure and maybe prefers Caleb. So we'll keep an eye on that. And then Anaya and KC talk again, and Anaya rats Sincere out like instantly. Like, damn, you cannot tell this girl anything. And she's like, oh, well, you told the boys, and if you tell anyone anything in this villa, it's gonna get back to me. And so I'd rather you just be straightforward with me. Oh, I'm tired. No, I don't think he's not being straightforward. I think you're doing too much, honey. But Casey does a good job of patching this up. He actually uses B's playbook. He's like, I hear you. I don't want to invalidate your feelings. I see it from your perspective. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I never meant, he plays the playbook in it, and it seems to be working. So then we transition into night, and the night portion is very short because we're going to get the second half of it tomorrow night. So we'll run through this. So we get Gabe and, dang it, Gabriel. It's because I write a short note as Gabe. Anyways, but Gabriel and Jen, and they have a chat that is very, like, you can tell he's done this a million times. He makes her say something about kissing him in Portuguese, and they kiss. And it's, I'd be worried. If I were you, B, I'm worried for you. But what I love is B's perspective on this is like, if he was my man, then I wouldn't have to worry about it. And I think that is such a good mindset. Like, if it's for you, it will be for you, and don't try to, force a square peg in a round hole, right? So I think she's very wise. This is a good perspective. Now, we'll see if she keeps that when she finds out about him kissing both the bombshells, but so far so good. Then we finally get the Caleb Kenzie chat, and it's cute. Okay, they're vibing. It's almost gross. It is giving we are cut from the same cloth. They kiss. And Kenzie is expressing some difficulty with this because, she's a one guy kind of gal. I think she ultimately will pick Caleb. It just seems I can't see her not, honestly. So then we get Soul and Sin, and so Soul pulls Sin, and they go up to the speakeasy. So this is very secluded. It's off, away from everyone, and they chat, and it's good, and it's vibing, and they start kissing. And so then, as they're kissing, they cut it so that we see Melanie start walking up the stairs to speakeasy. It's like Jaws music should be playing, like dun dun, and she gets closer and closer, and the way they edit it makes it look like she walks into the speakeasy just as they're finished kissing. Ooh, and the way Soul sprints out of that room, she just runs out like I have never seen someone move so fast in my life. She is out of there, which that's what I would do too. I would run away. And so then Melanie and Sincere, of course, they need to have a little chat. Now everyone downstairs is kind of giving commentary in their little small group on this, and Anaya finds out that she is absolutely the outlier in shipping Melanie and Sincere. Everyone else is like, this is bad. I don't think this is good. And so then we go back to the Melanie and Sincere chat, and she is giving him this FBI line of questioning again. Did you talk? Who pulled who? Da, 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 da. And she's just doing this to hurt herself. And what's really funny is that Sincere is actually in the middle of affirming, like, yes, I am interested in exploring, but ultimately I'm in a couple with you, and I don't think anyone, like, when we're good, no one touches what we have. And in the middle of this, she's like, did you guys kiss? And I think she asked this because she thinks that he's going to say no. He says, yeah. And then he kind of tries to downplay it and blame it on Sol. Oh, she asked me for the kiss. Because, of course, Melanie asked that, right? Federal investigator Melanie. And for her credit, Melanie she doesn't blow up, because I think we're seeing the other side of it. So I think she either gets really mad and explodes, or she acts like she's wounded. And so we're going to get wounded Melanie, which I think will convert into a very, very angry Melanie, which I can't wait to see. So that's the episode. If you watched to the end, of course, thank you so much. I am having so much fun. I hope you are too. And I will see you tomorrow night.